Morning,
Ma'am.
Good morning, students.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Sorry,
ma'am.
for some reasons I am not able to open up my laptop. That's why it is very late to start the classes. Okay, just wait. Uh, do one thing. Last class I told you na, that factors influence. There are 4 factors which influences demand, and I am not giving you the. I not gave you the note. So just you want to write up it or you want to just click a photo. Better you do one thing. Yes, students, am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do one thing. You just read it once. There are 4 factors I already given you. So you just read it once and click a photo. Okay, no need to write it now because it will more time consuming. So read it once. If there is any problem, I will try to clear it out. Yes, students, you read it out? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You actually today what happened? Your voice is too low. I don't know why. Okay, you read it out? These 4 points?
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
Why no? What no? You didn't understand? Or
Ma'am, reading, ma'am.
huh? You're reading. Okay.
Ma'am, reading, ma'am.
Okay, okay. If it complete, then just inform me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, can you explain the second point, price of other commodities?
Okay. Last class, actually, I mentioned that there are two types of commodities, three types of commodities. Do you remember? One is substitute commodity, one is complementary commodity, and the another one is not related commodity. Do you remember these three terms?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, uh, others are audible, others are there because only your voice is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
You are audible.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So I mentioned what was substitute commodity. Substitute means in substitute of one commodity, we can consume the another commodity. Suppose tea and coffee. So if suppose price of tea increases or reduces, I can substitute the tea with respect to coffee because both tea and coffee gave me the same level of satisfaction. Okay, they do the same work. It's other thing that they the choices of the consumers are different. Some prefers tea more, some prefers coffee more. It's different thing. Otherwise, almost both are doing the same work because what happened actually, if we are choosing for tea in one place, one stall, and there is not available of tea and they inform me that there is coffee is available, then what we will do? Okay, tea is not here, what we will do? We will take one cup of coffee. That means tea and coffee both do the same thing. Okay, that means one can substitute with the another. So tea and coffee are the substitute commodities. Now what is the work of substitute commodities on demand, influencing demand? Suppose I take tea and the price of per cup of tea is suppose rupees 10 and the price of per cup of coffee is rupees 12. Okay, now what happened, any region the price of what I will consume, I prefer tea not coffee because price of tea is less, it is 10 rupees, and price of coffee is more, that is 12 rupees. Now what happened, any region the price of tea increases from 10 to 12 rupees, okay, or 10 to 11 rupees suppose. What I am thinking that okay, price of tea is increasing, but price of coffee is not increases. It's still 12 rupees. So what I will do? Okay, I will take 12 rupees I have to pay. So it's better I will take coffee, not tea. So my demand is now shifted from tea to coffee because the price of tea changes. Suppose price of tea is now 11 rupees. So what I will do, I will pay 1 rupees extra and I will take 1 cup of coffee. Or the price of tea and coffee are same, both are 12 rupees. So what I will do, I will take 1 cup of coffee. That means the price of coffee is not changes, only the price of tea is changed. And the price of tea changes and it influences the demand of coffee. Now you understood what I try to explain? Yes, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that means price of tea is not changes, price of coffee changes, and changing of price of tea changes the demand of coffee. So that is the factor of substitute commodities. One commodity price changes and it changes the demand for the another commodity. The second type of commodity is complementary commodity. Complementary means, you know it about complementary commodity, that we consume actually one commodity, and to consume that commodity we have to consume the another commodity. Suppose pen and ink. If we go to the shop to purchase pen, then if we purchase pen, automatically we purchase the ink. Now what happened? Suppose the price of ink remains same, and the price of pen means without only the body of the pen is increases. Price of suppose plastic increases, the pen manufacturing machine increases. There may be the various regions. So due to these regions, suppose price of pen increases and your ink is not increases. But if we purchase the pen, more price of the pen, since the price of pen increases, so price of total pen is increases, that means price of ink is also increases. Or suppose car and petrol. So if the price of car increases, petrol remains same, what we will do? Now we'll purchase car. Why not purchase why not purchase petrol? Because price of car increases, and due to the increase of price of car, we will, if we don't purchase
Ma'am,
the
Ma'am,
car.
ma'am,
ma'am, we can't hear you. Ma'am,
ma'am,
someone is unmute.
Ankit,
Now you hear me?
Ankit, can you mute your mic?
Yes, students.
Ma'am, Ankit is unmute. That's why we can't hear you.
Ankit is unmute. How? How? Can Ankit unmute himself?
Yes, ma'am, he can mute himself.
Okay. Now you understood. You listen to me or not? Now am I audible?
Ma'am, there's a lot of noise coming from his mic.
Yes. I think he is
Yes, ma'am, he is
outside.
riding bike actually.
It's very good, na? In class riding. Whatever he can do. I think he is in a very noisy place.
Yes, ma'am.
So
And
can
how
I
can
start
we
the class
inform
now?
him?
Can I start? Actually,
Yes, ma'am.
it's the same problem. I also not able to hear you clearly. Okay, now do you understood what is complementary commodity?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Give him personal message now that he is
ma'am,
from this
please
noisy place.
remove Ankit.
Uh-huh.
Please remove. Ankit to remove ಮಾಡು ma'am.
Yeah, give him personal message or someone please call him now if it is possible, because it's very hard for me also to hear you all. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's
Now it's,
clear.
yeah. Okay, now I mentioned about complementary commodities. All of you understood what is complementary commodity, or I shall explain it once.
Ma'am,
Better.
once more you explain.
Okay. Now suppose if you purchase a pen, then what we purchase? We purchase two different commodity. Pen,
Ma'am,
that
again
means
he
body of
unmuted
the
his
pen,
phone.
and ink.
Ma'am, again
Ma'am, again
Ankit.
Ma'am,
Okay.
again he unmuted.
What can we do? Do you have any other options?
Okay, ma'am. Now, okay.
Now it's okay, na? Okay. Uh, okay. So what happened? Papia shield. Already 15 minutes gone. Okay. Now what happened? Suppose you purchase a pen. Then what you have to purchase? A pen, that means the body of the pen. And secondly, you have to purchase the ink. Yes. That means you again noise came. That means you have to purchase two different commodity when you go to purchase only single commodity. Suppose you go to purchase a car. So when you purchase the car, if you only purchase the car, can you ride it out in the road? Can you drive the car if you purchase only the car?
No, ma'am.
No,
Why no? What we
no,
need?
ma'am. Petrol or diesel.
We need petrol or
Petrol or
diesel. That
or
means
diesel.
car and petrol or diesel are the complementary commodity because they are complement. Suppose you go for a holiday, you stay in a hotel, book a hotel, then what we say, what are the complementary thing they will give? That means we will pay for the room and they will give us some extra benefits or extra things. So that is the complementary. So same way, if we purchase a car, we have to purchase petrol or diesel. So now what happened? Suppose the price of car increases. The price of petrol remains same, suppose per liter 80 rupees. Okay. So now the price of car increases, then what happened? Most of us will not go to purchase the car according to the demand theory. What demand theory says? If price increases, demand for the commodity reduces. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So when price of car increases, so demand for car reduces. So if we not purchase the car, the demand for petrol or diesel automatically falls. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you imagine the price of petrol or diesel is not changed at all, not changed. They still remain same, that is 80 rupees per liter. But the price of car changes. So whose price changes? Price of car changes. Obviously, when the price of car changes, the demand for car automatically changes. But price of petrol or diesel not changes. But due to the change of reducing the demand for car, the demand for petrol or diesel automatically reduces. Correct? Are you all understood what I
Yes, ma'am.
try to
Yes, ma'am.
explain?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
means this type of commodities are complementary commodities. So in case of complementary commodities, if one factor's price, one commodity's price changes, it affected the demand for the another commodity. Now suppose the price of car reduces. That means price of car falls. So when the price of car falls or reduces, obviously the demand for car increases. Yes, because
Yes, ma'am.
opposite relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
So due to that
Yes.
opposite relationship, if one reduces, price of car reduces, automatically the demand for car increases. But the price of car, petrol or diesel is not changes, that still remain same. But if we purchase more car, that means more demand. More demand means we should have the purchasing capacity. That means we should have the money to purchase the car. So if we purchase more car, then we use more of petrol and diesel. So if we use more of petrol and diesel, that means the demand for petrol and diesel also increases. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understood now how this type of commodities related with one another?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I explain about two commodities, that is supplementary and complementary and substitute. I already made substitute and complementary and supplementary. Okay, substitute commodity and complementary commodity. So now the another type of commodity that is not related. That means they are these two types, complementary commodity and substitute commodity. So two commodity are related with one another. So now the third categories of commodities which are not related. Suppose car and pen.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, your voice is very low. I
Am I
can't
audible?
hear you
It's now
properly.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So another type of commodity is not related commodity. That means they are not related with one and with one another. Suppose pen and car. Do you think there is any relationship between pen and car?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So if the price of car changes, do you think the demand for pen changes?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. No, no.
No, na. So that means this type of not related, that means price of one commodity changes, it does not at all affected the demand for another commodity. So that is not related commodity. Clear? So these three are the points which inside the point 2. Okay. If
Okay,
you
ma'am.
search in Google also, then also you get what are the factors influencing demand. Most probably there are more than 4 factors, lots of factors are there. So you are not required to go all the factors. These 4 are the main factors. So if you go through these 4 factors, then it's okay. Okay, now you read it once, 3 or 4. Point number 3 and 4.
Ma'am, can you please explain point number 4?
Taste. I already mentioned you that taste is something which for which we can do anything. Price is not the matter. Money is not the matter. Okay. Just once, one call come. Yes, students. I'm sorry because one call came from office. Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So taste is something for which we can do anything. That means price is not the matter. Suppose someone of us like to take tea. I gave my example that I am a very much tea addicted person. I mentioned you that when the actually till last year the price of tea is 10 rupees in our canteen. So what I used to do, I consume 3 cups of tea daily. When I came to college, then take the first cup of tea. At lunchtime, I take the second cup of tea, and third cup of tea I consume at the time of leaving the university campus. Okay, because I stay so far from our university, almost 35 kilometers far from university. So I take another cup of tea, and that give boost my energy to come to my home. Okay, so now what happened? The price of tea increases. Now the price of, you didn't come to university campus, that's why you don't know, but when you used to came to our university, then you will able to know that the price of cup of tea is now 12 rupees. So do you think that price of tea increases from 10 to 12 rupees? That's why my demand or my amount of consuming per cup of tea per day is reduced. Do you think that?
No, no, ma'am. ma'am.
No,
No.
ma'am.
But actually, according to the law of demand, what should happen? According to the law of demand, my consumption of tea should reduce. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
according to the law
Yes,
of
ma'am.
demand.
Yes.
Yes, but I am not reduced. Why? Because that is my habit. Okay, so if my habit is something, my taste is for something, then whatever the price, my demand remain unchanged. You read the slide that when there is a change in taste of the consumers in favor of a commodity, in favor means for the commodity. So suppose my taste of consuming tea it changes to coffee, that means for coffee, that one happen, I consume more amount of coffee. Whatever the price of that coffee changes, it may be reduced, it may be increases, but my demand always remain same. So the demand will rise, no change in its price, in the price of other commodities and in the income of the consumer. Whatever the my income level, suppose my salary is now 10,000 rupees. For any region, my salary reduces to 8,000 rupees. Do you think if my salary reduces, I will not consume 3 cup of tea per day? Do you think that?
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Because that's my habit. I will consume whatever. So whatever the amount of tea I consume, I will consume that same amount of tea irrespective of price changes. Okay. So that means my consumption will not change if the price changes, if the income changes. So taste of the consumer, so whole line is not right in the bullet point, that is taste and preferences. Whatever the taste and preferences, my amount of consumption, my amount of demand remain same. Okay. Who is this Kedar Nakplang? It's just 10 minutes left till the class and he just now entering. So now what happened? Whatever the amount of my income and my price of the commodity, if I am addicted to some commodity, I will not change my demand for the commodity. Suppose there are some person who are smokers, who are serial smokers. Some are alcoholic person. So what happened? Government increases the price of tobacco, alcohol, cigarettes continuously. So is that government able to reduce the amount of alcoholic person when the price of alcohol increases? Do you think that?
No,
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 ma'am.
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 Why? Because
because
price
they
is
are
not their
addicted.
matter. They are addicted.
Yes.
Whatever the price increases, okay, they can't remain without their addicted commodity. Suppose alcohol or cigarette or tobacco. Though they know that those are not good for their health, they're injurious for their health, that may be the reason of their ending up their life, but they not stop to consume those commodities, though they know these are not, though they know the price of this commodity increases. So these are the commodities which consumers demand is not changes, the consumer taste is not changes due to the change of price. That means price may increase, may reduces, but their demand never changes. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All of
yes,
you, it is
ma'am.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think there is not any problem with this slide now.
No, ma'am.
No, no.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Okay.
if you are not able to understand it, these points, because these are the 4 main points, so you can go through Google also. There also, these are the basic points to explain you the things. So you can go through your Google also. You will get the points. You write your note according to you, which will be easier. And if your note is not match with one another, obviously your chance of getting more marks, okay, that will increases. That means like your demand theory, if your note is not same with the another, your note is something different with another, your chance of getting more marks will increases. So make your own notes. I will give you the bullet points or your points or the main theme of the subject, but if you write your own notes, that will be more beneficial for you, and it will make you understood the topic more clearly. Okay, if you not understood anything, then ask me on the next class. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Now only there are 6 minutes to wind up my class. So just give your attendance. Okay, I just wait. I will take your attendance. This one. Yeah. Uh, 1. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Yes, ma'am.
20.
Present, ma'am.
How much?
Ma'am.
20. Huh? 21. Then 20, 21, 22,
Ma'am, 2020.
20,
Ma'am,
22.
11
Ma'am,
present.
13, 30.
Where you live? I'm calling you now. 13 then for 20, 21, 22,
11,
22, 22, 23, 24,
Yes,
25.
Ma'am,
Yes,
010,
ma'am.
010,
Huh?
010.
010 means 10.
Ma'am, 13, 13.
Oh, how much time? How many times you say 13? I gave you 13. Okay, give
Ma'am,
20 to
11.
30. Anyone? 20 to 30? In between 20 to 30?
25, ma'am.
25.
21.
25,
24.
21, then
Ma'am, 26.
26, then
28.
28, then
I'm 24.
24, then in between 30, 30 to 40,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
31.
34.
Ma'am,
20.
37.
Ma'am,
37,
31.
31,
34, ma'am.
34,
Ma'am, 39.
39.
Ma'am, 39.
Huh?
Ma'am, 37.
37. Then?
Ma'am, 30.
Huh?
30.
30. Okay. Anyone till 40?
Ma'am, 43.
40 to 50, in between 40 to 50? 43. Then?
Ma'am, 48.
43.
Yes? Your voice is not clear.
Ma'am,
Huh?
Ma'am, 48.
48. 43,
41.
48, then?
44.
50, ma'am.
41.
44, 41.
Ma'am,
Then?
50.
Huh?
Ma'am, 50. 50.
50. 50,
Yes,
then?
ma'am.
50, then?
Ma'am, 53.
50 to 60, 53.
Ma'am,
Then?
55.
Yes, ma'am.
55. Then?
57.
Ma'am, 53.
53, 57. Then? 60 to 70. In between 60 to 70.
64.
64. Then?
66, ma'am.
67.
65, ma'am.
65.
Ma'am, 67.
67.
Ma'am, 66.
66. Then? Anyone? Okay. Then can we stop our class here?
Roll number 10.
Roll number 10.
Ma'am,
It is
11.
given. Okay. I gave up your roll numbers in our group. You check it. If not anyone roll numbers is given, then write it up. Okay. So I will finish my today's class here because time is not there. Okay, students. So I think it's not possible for me to
Thank you, ma'am.
okay, just listen once. So it's not possible me for your updating this class today. Tomorrow I will update it after our tomorrow's class. So you just rate it tomorrow. Okay. I think there are how
Okay,
many
ma'am.
times?
Okay,
24
ma'am.
hours or 48 hours?
48 hours. 48 hours.
For rate your rate also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. Okay, tomorrow then I will give up your attendances. You just check your attendances. If anyone's roll number is not given, then message me in our managerial economics group. Okay. Okay, then thank you. Today we'll wind up our class here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.